Subway Fresh Take Hotline.
Years ago, I was told a story by somebody, and this is why I've always agreed more with Doug Gottlieb than Jay Billis on this topic. This idea that these poor star athletes in college are just taken advantage of. First of all, there aren't many guys in college, very, very few that actually move merchandise. So the idea that everybody's making money off their uniforms, the university pays for all their food. Think about what a 6'5", 300-pound boy, all you moms out there with a big son, how much milk does he go through a day? A week? What's your grocery bill like with those two big 6'5" sons you have? Now add 80 of them. Schools pay for all the food, all the showers, all the electric, all the transport. They pay for all the training, all the tuition. If schools have to, and by the way, if you recruit 25 football players, 12 are busts, even at the big schools. About 12 never pan out. 2 get in trouble with the law and embarrass the university. You have to hire a litigator to, save face. This idea that, these kids are taken advantage of. Even at the best schools, forget your second-tier schools, even at the top 10 programs, 25 recruits, 12 wash out. Never as good, get in trouble with the law, embarrass the school. You got to pick up all their bills. Very rarely do you get a Tim Tebow that makes the school a lot of money. And by the way, Tebow leaves, they still sell out the football games. Very rarely do you get a Reggie Bush or a Johnny Manziel who can really sell uniforms. 99% of USC right now has 85 players, 75 on scholarship. How many sell uniforms? How about we start with 0? None. Florida State's got 85 kids on scholarship. Jameis Winston sold jerseys. That's it. So this idea that kids are getting... Here's the other part of it. These players are taken care of. Remember the old thing I invented, the Hyundai Snap? If I had a superpower, I wouldn't want Batman's car or Superman's ability to fly. The greatest superpower you could ever have is the Hyundai Snap, where you snap your fingers and get a Hyundai. That's what college star athletes get. Here is, last night on ESPN's Draft Academy show, Jameis Winston talking to Jim Harbaugh, asked about the crab legs incident.
So what happened? So explain it to me. You got it for free. Explain it to me.
A week before is my buddy's birthday, and we had got a cake, and we met a dude that was inside Publix, and he said, "Hey, anytime you come in here, I got you."
Yeah.
So that day, we just walked out, and he hooked us up with that. And when I came in to get crab legs, I did the same thing, and he just gave them to me, and I walked out, and someone from inside the store had told the security that I didn't pay for them, and that's how the whole thing started.
Okay, then put that in a nice... I would put it, keep it in a tidy box. Came in, got some crab legs, left. People reported that I didn't pay for it, and they were right. I didn't pay for them, and I should not have been taking anything for free. I've learned from that.
So in the end, taken care of. College football stars, basketball stars, never pay for a cocktail. Get free food. Get the prettiest girls. Often have somebody do their homework. Don't kid yourself. Those guys get, basically this instance, Jameis Winston, a guy said he'd hook me up. So he had a guy at a grocery store that whenever he came in, I'll hook you up, whatever you need. That's the life of college football stars in rural communities. That's the real life. And by the way, most college football, basketball powers are in the middle of nowhere. USC and UCLA are outliers. They're Bel Air, Westwood, that's where UCLA's at. USC's downtown LA. Miami Hurricanes, they're in Coral Gables, that's downtown. Those are outliers. Most of them are in the sticks. They're in the middle of nowhere where a college football star is the biggest. It's like George Clooney walking through town. 99% of college sports, look at the Big 12, Stillwater, Norman, Lubbock. You don't think the star quarterback gets whatever he wants? Go look at the SEC. Auburn, Tuscaloosa, Athens, Starksville. That might as well be on Mars. I don't even know where that's at. So whenever I hear about, these guys are they're used and abused. Schools give 25 player scholarships a year. Almost none of them become cash machines for the school. Almost none of them. God, USC recruits 2 quarterbacks a year. Half of them don't even play. And those are five-star quarterbacks. Since Reggie Bush left, this is USC, this is tailback U. Since Reggie Bush left, has USC had one great running back? Because they've offered 7 a year and landed 3 a year. They haven't had one. I mean, UCLA since Troy Aikman, quarterback school. How many big stars at quarterback they had since Troy? How about none? Penn State, linebacker U. Last 10 years, how many great linebackers they could sell a zillion jerseys off of? None. And that's called linebacker U. Gee, these guys give me the poor, the suffering. Oh, the oppressed star athlete, I don't know how he makes it. He wakes up in the morning, free crab legs, goes to the liquor store, snaps for $100. Oh, all the athletes are Irish, apparently. Ty, you're in the herd. Go ahead.
How you doing, Colin? Several years ago, I worked at a liquor store that shall remain nameless. But the owner of the liquor store, we had a lot of guys we had a couple guys from U of A actually worked there that were athletes. And we also had several that came in to the store a lot. And what the owner of the liquor store would do is he would let the guys pick what they want, and the owner would carry it out away from the surveillance cameras out to the parking lot and just hand it to the athletes.
Yes! Of course. By the way, here's a trick. I'll tell you, Ty, thanks for the call. I'll tell you a trick that I heard years ago in these small towns. In the small towns, there's always a big restaurateur. Like there's one guy at like the town I live, there's one guy that has 10 restaurants, right? The steakhouse thing. Like the steakhouse, the real good steakhouse in town has valet parking. And so what you do is you call the star athlete in and have him park cars for a couple minutes, and he gets tips from the well-heeled boosters who come out and drop hundies. It's just tips. It's not officially a job. It's 15 minutes and 3 hundies in your pocket. Come on. I mean, it's just this narrative out there, these athletes are being abused. By the way, they had an opportunity to unionize because of all the suffering. How come they didn't? All those Northwestern poor kids, they could have unionized. Reportedly, they didn't. Rick, you're in the herd.
Hey, Colin, thanks for taking the call. I bartended at a local restaurant in a college town, and the national championship team at that time used to eat a lot in there for free. It was just the way it was. It was back in the 80s. And I agree with you. They're getting a free education, and, it's just the way it is.
Yeah,
They'll make their money when they get to the pros.
Yeah, and remember, most college powerhouses are in tiny towns where that athlete is the #1 star in town. It's very rare that you get a UCLA, a USC, or a University of Miami where they're in these entertainment capitals. UNLV, a UNLV athlete, nobody cares because you got the strip. But those are outliers. All right, we are loaded. Coming up next, LeBron's got discipline. He proves it again in the last couple